Wow, can't say I had that one on the bingo card today, but what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another post game here on Rangers Central, and the Rangers beat the New Jersey Devils. I cannot even believe it, honestly. I thought there was no chance in hell they were going to win tonight, considering how ugly they've played against that team this season, but they end up winning. I'm honestly shocked. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Sam Carrick, of all people, getting the overtime winner, which is just absolutely nuts to me. Jack Hughes just falling on his ass there, giving the puck away the entire overtime, and the Rangers end up getting it done. No 5v5 goals, which Gerard Gallant hockey in that regard, but yeah, they get the win tonight, which is just, again, absolutely insane to think about. And it's crazy, man. I thought they honestly had this in regulation, because that third period, the way they played it, that was probably one of their better periods they've played in a very long time. I as much as I ridicule and rip apart this team, I'm not just completely naive. I will say it right here. Holy crap, did they play well in that third period. That third period is something I've been asking for a while. I don't know where that's been all season. I don't know why it hasn't been here all season. But that's what they need to do in that third period, the way they played, because I wasn't a fan of the first period at all. The first period I thought was outright just not good. I mean, they came away with the lead after it, but I thought the first period was outright just not good. Second period got a little bit more because of the power play, and they at least were generating a little bit more offense that period. But the third period, I thought they were going to walk away with this one in regulation with the way they played that third period. I really thought they were going to. And they end up getting the job done in overtime instead. So, which when it went to overtime, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I was optimistic even going into overtime. I thought that going into it, Jack Hughes was going to get the overtime winner, because that's just the way the season has went, where this team is finding ways to lose games versus win games. And tonight was different. Tonight was very different from what we have seen. But before we jump into everything, please be sure to leave a like on your way into the stream. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel. Man, that was unbelievable. And I agree with this. It went both ways. The officiating was terrible tonight on both sides. Like, there was one in the third period where the Rangers I forgot who it was on the Rangers, they clearly got away with a penalty. The other way, Rempe gets tripped in the offensive zone. They don't call it there. And then 2 seconds later, they call that penalty. They called the penalty there, and then they called the slash on Mika. So it was a poorly officiated game on both sides. It's not like it was a one-sided thing, in my opinion. I thought on both sides the officials sucked tonight, but that's just my opinion there. But count how many times I said "but" there, but either way, you get the point. The officials were not great tonight on both sides, and man, the only thing that I don't love about this is going to get Matt Rempe in the lineup next game, isn't it? Is this going to get Matt Rempe in the lineup the next game? Because if that's the case, I'm not interested in that. Sorry, they got the win, but I'm not about the Rempe thing still. I think it's just a coincidence that they won tonight with him in the lineup. Sorry, I think it was a coincidence, but either way. All right, if you're just going to be salty, then I gotta kick you out. Sorry. I'm all for other fans coming in here in the chat, but don't come in here spewing garbage. Don't come in here spewing garbage. You can talk about the game, go back and forth, banter, but don't just, like, completely talk out of your ass. But either way, yeah, the first period, don't know how they came out of that period on top. Adam Fox had that power play goal. It was nice to actually see him shoot on the power play. That's something he needs to do more of. And it ended up going off of a New Jersey stick. I think it was Colvey that ended up putting it into his own net essentially there. That made it 1-0. And they come out of that first period on top, which again, I thought they allowed a lot of quality. I thought they gave New Jersey too many power plays, and it felt like what we've seen from them. Second period, neither team was really giving a lot to start it, and then all of a sudden things started to open up a little bit as the second period progressed, and yeah, both teams ended up getting their chances. It was New Jersey, though, that capitalized on theirs first, and they started to really get an edge in that period a little bit, where Jack Hughes scored that goal, deflected that Brett Pesce shot. Jesper Bratt scored because, God forbid, this team play strong in the neutral zone. Will Cooley just got absolutely bitched there. But then towards the end of the period, Artemi Panarin got that power play goal, which ended up tying the game up at 2. As Mika put it on goal, and then he ended up getting the rebound there. And then you fast forward to the third period, which both teams got their chances, but the Rangers actually limited a good amount of those chances until like really late in the period, where it did get a little ugly, but they did limit it actually for the most part. And then overtime, Jack Hughes was giving the puck up nonstop, and they ended up getting the job done. I cannot believe it. And yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I thought there was no way. I was like, why is CARRICK even out there? And then there were so many things that went the wrong way with this game too. Like when Riley Smith passed up that breakaway opportunity, what are you doing there? And they had so many opportunities, like Lafreniere at the door, and it just felt like New Jersey was just going to get one and win it. But yeah, I cannot believe it. And Zibanejad even had a breakaway that he didn't score on. But they ended up getting it done. They ended up getting it done tonight. And the way they played that third period, they need to play that way going forward. Played a really good third, so I can't even complain about the draft position. Listen, as much as I still liked tonight's game, this doesn't change how I feel about this team, because like I've said for weeks now, they have to string it together for multiple games before I'm roped back in and thinking that this team actually has a fighter's chance of making noise at all. Because to me, they're still, I mean, we were pissed off not even 24 hours ago with this team. So that's just me, though. If anyone else feels differently, you do you. But for me, I'm just looking at it objectively in that regard, where there's too much information of this team urinating on themselves versus playing this type of hockey. And I cannot even believe they're only 4 points back. Cannot even believe that with how piss poor they've played this season. The only thing I liked about the Mika breakaway chance is at least he tried something different. That was all. And yeah, I mean, this is true too. We'll see against Vegas, who is a really good team. And that's not to say New Jersey isn't. I'm just saying that Vegas is really good right now. So because Zach Jones might not be here, they're going to let him seek a trade. Not going to lie, I thought we were toast when they showed Miller out there to start overtime. I was like, what are we doing? Really, with all the open ice for Hughes and Bratt? Yeah, I didn't think that. Honestly, when it went to overtime, I didn't think they were going to win. I thought if they couldn't win it in the third period with the chances they had, they weren't going to win this game. I thought they were going to find a way to lose, because that's what they've done most of the season. But tonight was different in that regard. How could it not be? The team has played like garbage this season. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know what you want me to tell you. If you don't like it, you don't gotta watch, because I'm not gonna sit here and do cartwheels and backflips when they're beating the Blackhawks. Like, tonight was actually an impressive win, but let's see it strung together for multiple games. That's all I'm saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to talk about the games. That's just all I'm here for. And yeah, like this is the point. It makes no difference if they don't string together a win streak here. Because if they just go back to losing like 3 in a row here on this road trip, then it doesn't really matter. Tonight was a game you could see a team giving a first for Borgen. Yeah, Borgen played solid tonight. Borgen played solid. I could get behind that. I like Hockey Stat Card to put their information out. Just see if my my eyes lined up with everything. Finally managed to hit the midway point. Though 41 games or 41 more games, yeah. Seriously. Still see us finishing bottom 3 in the league. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I could see it going either way, man. That's the thing. Like I could see them like they could play like I could just see it going either way. Best thing that could come from games like this is increasing trade value. Yeah, that's fair too. Or my thoughts on Igor. I didn't love his game. I didn't hate it. I mean, he didn't face as much quality as he usually does, which is crazy to say. I thought the Brat goal he should have had. I don't like the way he played the puck on the Hughes goal, but he was all right. He was all right. Not much ice time from Cali. I've wanted to see him get more. He was very invisible tonight, honestly. I really didn't notice him making any sort of impact tonight. Just disappointing, but it's his first game back in a while. We'll see. And yeah, this is what's crazy. They're 4 points out of a playoff spot, but also 3 points out of the bottom 5 in the league. That's just how bad the East is right now, man. It really is just that bad. I want to look in comparison to where the standings looked like on this day last year. Let's get like a comparison to see where the Rangers would be at this point last year. So they're at 40 points right now. That would put them ahead of Montreal, behind Detroit, which Detroit had 44 points at this point, at this time last year. And they would have had a game in hand, technically. Pittsburgh would have had 2. Washington would have had a few. That's what I'm saying. Like, if this was last year, the Rangers right now would still look dead in the water, but they only look still in it right now because of the fact that Detroit's got 40 ahead of them. Montreal, which those teams have games in hand still. Same with Ottawa. Montreal and Ottawa have 41, and then Pittsburgh, the Rangers actually have 2 in hand on them, with which they have 44, and then Columbus they have a game in hand on when they're at 44, and Boston's starting to slip. They've been playing like garbage lately. That's where I'm at, too. That's where I'm at also, Sharp. Like I've said, I need to see consistency before I'm bought in on anything. Right there with you. If you want to find a way to get Cal, yeah, they need a play driver on that line. Brodzinski and Berard aren't play drivers. You need Heedle, but health is concerning, even though he skated. Yeah, exactly. 100% there. I love the different vibe in the chat right now. We have like half the chat right now saying they're still going to bottom out, and then we have half the chat saying they're going to make the playoffs. I think I got to put a poll right now. I got to put a poll in the chat. I'm only doing one or the other. I'm not doing like a 50-50 answer. I'm just going to do straight up. Do you think, gut feeling, do you think this team makes the playoffs or not? All right, there we go. Polls up in the chat. I'm curious to see what the results are going to be here. Let's do a poll. Do you want them to make the playoffs? I'm not sure I do. I mean, that's where I have mixed feelings, even though it sounds stupid, because it's like, realistically, how far do they go if they got into the playoffs? That's something that's always like in my mind. Where's the poll? I can't see the poll. There we go. Majority is saying yes. Interesting. Very interesting. And listen, this is I'm not disagreeing with that point. I don't feel great about this team and roster going into the playoffs if they were to get there. But I'm just trying to read the room here and see, does everyone think they're going to make it or not? That's where I'm just trying to read the room. And yeah, if they lost tonight, yeah, the poll would definitely be flipped. No question. I don't know. I just have mixed feelings because someone commented, where is this? Washington fans will tell you not making the playoffs isn't always good. Honestly, truth be told, that is something that does worry me, is that if they make it, I don't feel great about their chances. And it's like, does this give the core another shot at things when they shouldn't get that shot beyond this season? That is something that worries me, to be honest with you. And this is fair, too. You just want James Higgins. I mean, Higgins would be sick to have with Gabe Perreault. I can't disagree with that at all. It's just that double-edged sword there, but a lot of you guys think they're going to make the playoffs, it looks like. We got 80 votes, right? 81. Yes leading at 58%. No leading, or no behind. Both can't be leading. No behind at 42%. All right, this I can't agree with, man. This I cannot agree with at all. I think Washington has killed them every chance of the season, and Toronto's playing really good hockey this year. I know they're losing tonight, but they've been playing great hockey all season long. They're also missing Stolars right now. Matthews a -6. It's crazy, like that they've been doing what they're doing. Like they have honestly looked better, dare I say, with Matthews out of the lineup. Dare I say it? I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy to say, but honestly, they honestly have. I don't see them. Where was that comment? I don't see them climbing to third in the division. I can't see that at all with Carolina, New Jersey, and Washington all ahead, which Carolina also just won. I can't see them leapfrogging any of those teams. I can't see it personally. So I don't know about that one. If the Rangers get in, it's going to be a wild card spot. It's 100% going to be a wild card spot. Should I could tell you though, Rangers Leafs would be an interesting series. Even though I don't like the Rangers odds in that series at all. Man, yeah, it would be interesting. Yeah, this is it. If they get in, it's gonna be a wild card spot. There's no way they're getting top three in the division. The top three is pretty much set. And it's crazy that, like I said, they could even get into a wild card spot. It's just so bad right now. The Eastern Conference with the wild card race. Like you really have your top six, and then it's just a bunch of garbage right now. To be truth be told, I could see it. Could definitely see it. Yeah, I get it. I let's not get too ahead of ourselves though. Like I said before, we were all feeling like garbage about this team. Not even 3 hours ago, and I still do feel that way about. I still feel garbage about this team. I won't lie to you, but um, yeah, I think we're right. I think some people here though are riding the high a little bit too much. They're riding the high of this win, which I get it. Being the Devils is fun, but I think we're riding the high a little too much here. Yeah, I agree with a lot of you guys with this. Like you feel shit about the team. The team is still garbage. Yeah, I agree with you guys until proven otherwise. And yeah, this is really it. Like you have to see what they did tonight, which they have to do it for closer to a full 60 also because I thought the second half of the game they played good, but it was really the first half of the game where it's like still didn't love it. But yeah, this is it. Let's see, the chart dropped just now. Schneider, Vakanai, Lindgren at the bottom. That makes sense. Cooley down there makes sense. Rempe, Laff, Berard, Kaliev. I mean, all these guys at the bottom. All of that makes sense. Yeah, Miller did have a good game. That I agree with. I agree with pretty much everything it's saying. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. Just wanted to say GG. Could have been a way worse game. GG to you. And yeah, it could have been ugly for either side. Although I don't agree with the chart saying Fox was one of the top performers. That's one that I disagree with. I thought Fox was a little shaky today. This too, still the too many men on the ice penalties need to stop. And this too, with Igor, those parts I'm not disagreeing with at all. I'm not disagreeing one bit at all. Yeah, Fox was shaky. Fox was definitely shaky tonight. There was that one play where he just gave the puck away and Lindgren blocked the shot there. And yeah, this is really it. Like, we haven't had much to cheer about this season, so it's easy to get caught up in the high of this win. But like I said, there needs to be more consistently. Yeah, more consistency. Yes. Yeah, that's very fair too. It's like when the season's been the way it is, it's just so easy to get like so caught up in the fact that they won tonight. If/when do I think Quick gets his 400th win? I mean, they're gonna win with him at some point in that. When will it be? I'm not quite sure because I have no clue how they're gonna manage the goaltending the next few days. I'd imagine Igor gets the next two. Maybe see him in Utah. I don't know. That's actually tough because maybe you put him for Columbus, Montreal. I don't know. That's a little tough. I don't know how they're gonna manage that one. This I agree with 100%. This comment's really it because this is how I felt going into the season where I didn't think that they were going to be bottoming out. Like, I didn't think they'd be bottom half of the league by the time we got to this point. I thought they'd be like bouncing between third and fourth in the division, and they like comfortably make the wild card and first, second round exits. That was my prediction going into the season. But that's why I'm saying that's a great comment. That's exactly how I feel. I never thought that they were as bad as, it's gotten to, but I don't think cup caliber either. I agree with that. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.